Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our Virus Metal Greymon mat helping us out, along with our Virus Metal Greymon and our Agumon memory marker. And that's because today we are going to look at an Agumon-ish deck. Now I have my pure Agumon deck. I built this one because I had a friend over and they were showing some interest, but they didn't want to play any of the decks that I had. So I thought I would surprise them. And so I built a deck with, I believe it was Patamon and Renamon, which were their favorite ones that I remembered. And I was like, hey, I built your deck with these two Digimon in it. And they were like, those aren't my favorites. And I'm like, where did I get that from? I don't know how I got those. And so I figured, well, I'll play with this deck. I'm not playing with Patamon, though. I don't like Patamon. So I swapped it up. I put Agumon instead of Patamon. And so now this is an Agumon Renamon deck. And he told me what his two favorites were. So I built him a deck with those. We'll look at that one next time. But for now, I figured, why not look at this deck? It's not majorly competitive. This is merely something to have fun with. And you don't see many decks where it's it's split almost directly down the middle, being half one Digimon, half the other. It's kind of a weird idea. This one works okay together. Again, not meant to be super competitive, just meant to be a kind of fun deck. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Starting off, we got the two memory cards, which, again, I don't really need because I have these playmats, but I do like having them in case I was to take this deck somewhere and I didn't have my playmat. Just putting that down is a nice little thing because at that point, all you need is a coin. With that out of the way, we get to look at the Digi-Eggs. Starting off, we got 3 of the Agumons, or the Koromons from BT12. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. This one's kind of overall theme, because both Agumon and Renamon have a theme, but the overall theme is reducing the opponent's Digimon down so that you can delete them. So we got 3 copies of those. We also have 2 copies of Viximon, which your turn, once per turn, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, draw 1 card. And this kind of helps us get more cards into our hand, because there is a fair amount of option cards in here. Well, I say a fair amount. I'm because of Renamon, the way that she works, you kind of need a bunch of her option cards. Then we have 1 copy of Agumon from BT13. 3 play costs, 1 Digivolution cost from red or yellow, 2000 DP. Digivolve 0 from a Koromon. Main, once per turn. For the turn, one of your Marcus Daemons is also treated as a 3000 DP Digimon and can't Digivolve. Inherited effect. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So yeah, that right there is kind of important because we're lowering down some DP of Digimon. Hopefully we can pull that off. I only included one of this because it's top effect where it's turning Marcus Daemon into a Digimon. We've got the ones in the deck where they can already do that, so it's not too important. So then we have 2 copies of BT12 Agumon, which is a 3 play cost, 1 Digivolution cost from yellow or red, 2000 DP, is dual color yellow-red. Digivolve 0 from a Koromon. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Greymon in its name and 1 card with Marcus Daemon among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Inherited effect, your turn, once per turn, when one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So again, working on removing that DP from the opponent and we're getting a searcher up there, which is a good way of like trying to find stuff in the deck, because we kind of need to do that a little more than normal, because in a normal deck where we would have lots of Greymons and Marcuses, we've only got half as much in this deck because it's split down the middle. Then we have 3 copies of the EX04 Agumon. 3 play cost, 1 Digivolution cost from red or yellow, 2000 DP, is dual color red-yellow. Digivolve 0 from Coromon. Start of your main phase, if you have a red or yellow tamer in play, gain 1 memory. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, draw 1 card. Again, allowing us to get some more cards. We've got, I think, 6 tamers in this deck, which is why I have 3 of these. Just because there's a good chance we'll be able to get that ability off. So those are all the Agumons. So now we get to look at some Renamons. So this is the EX04 Renamon. 4 play costs, 1 Digivolution cost from yellow or blue, 2000 DP, is dual color yellow-blue. Digivolve 0 from Viximon. On play, until the end of your opponent's turn, 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less can't attack. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with the cost of 2 or more, gain 1 memory. So yeah, again, lowering down some Digimon's DP on the opponents. You can then combo into this and make it so they can't they can't attack. I was having trouble reading for a second. So yeah, that's kind of a combo where it's working together with it. It also technically makes this deck triple color because we got majorly yellow, we got some red, and we got some blue. Again, this was just meant to be kind of a learning deck, so I didn't want to do like straight reds and straight yellows. I wanted everything to be able to digivolve from everything in this deck. We got 4 copies of EX2 Renamon. 3 play costs, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with QB, Tau, or Agumon in its name, and 1 Rika among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with the cost of 2 or more, gain 1 memory. So again, we're going to be using a fair amount of those because it's what Renamon's line does. And we got some more searching, which is always appreciated. Then getting into the champions, we got 2 copies of BT2 Geo Greymon. 4 play costs, 2 Digivolution costs, 4000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of when attacking. If you have 3 or more yellow tamers in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So yeah, we're going to need to play out half of our tamers to get this one to go off, which is why there's only 2 in here. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a vanilla. And then the other Geo Greymon we got is the one from EX04. 5 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs from red or yellow, 5000 DP, is dual color red-yellow. Digivolve 2 from a level 3 with Agumon in its name and Dinosaur trait. Start of your main phase, if you have a red or yellow tamer in play, gain 1 memory. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, draw 1 card. Again, working just with the tamers, we got a bit more in this deck, so I kind of wanted to make the cards center around that. And now we're back to Renamon with 2 copies of BT10 Cubimon. 6 play costs, 2 Digivolution costs, 5000 DP. When digivolving, you may activate one of the following effects below. Return 1 option card with plugin in its name from your trash to your hand, or by trashing 1 option card with plugin in its name in your hand, draw 2 cards. So early on in the game, we can trash an option card with plugin to draw 2 extra cards, or late game, we can use this one to bring back one of the plugin cards, which is the main focus of the Renamon side of this deck. Then we got 2 copies of EX2 Cubimon. 6 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP. When Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 option card with plugin in its name among them to the hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. Again, lowering that DP effect. Maybe something you can delete it, or Renamon can stop them from attacking. And we got the option, which is the Renamon playstyle. And then we got 1 copy of Agumon. 4 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs from yellow or blue, 5,000 DP. Is dual color yellow-blue. Digivolve 2 from Renamon. The name of this card / Digimon is also treated as Cubimon, which is important. On play or when Digivolving, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. Again, lowering their DP, and then when we play it or when it Digivolves, one of ours gets blocker. That could slow down the opponent just a bit, because they'd have to deal with something blocking. Which, if we get out a Mega, we could put it on that and kind of have them attack into it. Then we got, as our first ultimate, Rise Greymon from BT12. 7 play costs, 4 Digivolution costs from yellow or red, 7,000 DP. Digivolve 3 from Geo Greymon. When Digivolving, if you have a yellow or red tamer in play, gain 1 memory. All turns once per turn. When one of your tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus Damon from your trash on top of your security stack face down. Inherited effect. All turns once per turn. When one of your tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus Damon from your trash on top of your security stack face down. So this allows us to get the Marcus Damons back, because we got some in the deck, and if they're all in the trash, we're kind of stuck for some things, which is why this one, it'll allow us to use the Marcus Damon if one of them gets deleted, and then if any other tamer gets deleted, we'll be able to put that one back in the security stack and kind of keep our momentum. After that, we've got 2 copies of BT13 Rise Greymon. 7 play costs, 4 Digivolution costs from red or yellow, 7,000 DP, is dual color red-yellow. Digivolve from a level 3 with Geo Greymon, or Digivolve 3 from Geo Greymon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 Marcus Damon from your hand without paying the cost. All turns once per turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus Damon from your trash on top of your security stack. Inherited effect, all turns once per turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus Damon from your trash on top of your security stack face down. Again, I'm really focusing on that because we don't have as many Marcus Damons we would have if this was a pure Geo Greymon kind of deck. And because of that, I'm trying to get more ways to get them back into play. And then going back to Renamon once again, we've got 2 copies of EX02 Talmon. 8 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs, 7,000 DP. When Digivolving, you may play 1 Rika from your hand without paying the memory cost. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. So the when play effect, or when Digivolving, I'm not sold on that for this card. It's really for that bottom, because we're going to be playing option cards, so we should be able to pull that off fairly often. Then, as our last ultimates, we got 2 copies of BT10 Talmon. They are 8 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 8,000 DP. When Digivolving, you may use 1 option card with plugin in its name from your hand without meeting its color requirements and without paying the cost. No inherited effect. Again, just letting us use some more options. And now we are on to the Megas. And we have 2 copies of Shine Greymon from BT12, regular and alternate art, because I had them. 12 play cost, 40 evolution cost from yellow or red, 12,000 DP, is dual color yellow-red. Digivolve 3 from a level 5 with the Rise Greymon in its name. When Digivolving, for each yellow and or red tamer you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon and all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP for the turn. Your turn, all of your Marcus Daemons in play get plus 3,000 DP and gain security attack plus 1. So yeah, as I was saying, like, if our Marcus Daemons get deleted, this will give them a power boost. This will allow them to security attack 2. So there's a better chance they'll get deleted, but because of the other cards we have earlier, it'll allow them to come back into the security stack and then be recycled back through. And then we got one copy of this Agumon. We have 2 Agumons, but 1 and 1. 12 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. When Digivolving, unsuspend one of your Digimon. And for each tamer you have in play, return 1 option card with plugin in its name from your trash to your hand. Your turn, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. So yeah, that second one, not once per turn. So if we use multiple plugins, we could do it multiple times. And this one's from EXO2. And then the other Agumon is actually a Kazuhamon, which is 12 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost from yellow or blue, 11,000 DP, is dual color yellow-blue. This card / Digimon is also treated as having Agumon in its name, which is why I said we have 2 in the deck, even though this one at the very technical level isn't Agumon. When Digivolving, you may use an option card with a cost of 5 or less in your hand without paying the cost. Your turn, once per turn, when you would use an option card with the cost of 2 or more, you may play 1 Taomon or 1 level 4 or lower yellow or blue Digimon card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. So this will allow us, if there's something that's not matching or if we need to play another Mega, we can take out any of the cards underneath, because all of these so far are dual color. All of them have yellow, or they're like dual color red yellow or yellow blue. So this one we can use with absolutely any of those, which is one of the reasons I put in there. The other reason is because I just wanted the variety. Like, I like seeing different Megas, especially in like a fun setting. Like, I'm not too worried about winning if I'm just playing for fun with a friend. The last Digimon we got is Shine Greymon Burst Mode from BT13. 15 play cost, 5 Digivolution cost from red or yellow, 15,000 DP. Burst Digivolve 0 from Shine Greymon by returning 1 Marcus Daemon to hand. At the end of Burst Digivolution, trash this Digimon's top card. When Digivolving, you may play 1 Marcus Daemon from your hand without paying the cost. For the turn, the tamer played by this effect is also treated as a 12,000 DP Digimon, can't Digivolve, and gains Rush. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your tamers becomes suspended, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So yeah, this one, kind of self-explanatory with what we're doing with the Marcus Daemon. It's how their playstyle works. You give them power, they can rush in to delete stuff. We've got things to bring them back from the trash into the security to kind of prolong our life. So yeah, that's basically how that works. And this one has 1 level 7. The other deck that I built that my friend actually used also has 1 level 7. Because I wanted to keep those in there. Then we're getting into the tamers. And we got 3 Marcus Daemons from BT12. 4 play cost, start of your main phase if you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in its name by paying 1 memory. For the turn, this tamer is also treated as a 3,000 DP Digimon that can't Digivolve. Your turn. When this tamer becomes suspended, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow card with Greymon in its name in your hand without paying the cost. Security, play this card without paying the cost. So yeah, this guy's in the trash. Another one of our tamers gets trashed, and by the effects of the other cards, they get put into the security, and then they can come back out, and we can keep extending our plays. That's also why the Agumon that we put up early, there's only one copy of him, because we can just make this one a Digimon for one memory. And then we got 3 copies of Rika from EX2. For play cost, start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. Your turn, when you attack with the Digimon with Renamon, Cubimon, Talmon, or Syakomon in its name, you may suspend this tamer to use one option card with plugin in its name from your hand without paying the memory cost. Security, play this card without paying the memory cost. Again, I like having 2 of these. I put 3 because there wasn't really another Rika that I liked, and I wanted to try and split it as close down to the middle as I could. If I was going to do a mild alteration, I'd probably only put 2 in here instead of the 3 and give another Marcus. But I was really trying to go pure halvesies. And because I was using this deck and not my friend, I wasn't too worried about his maybe being a little more powerful than mine, because I've got more experience. And I'm just trying to have fun and teach him. Next up, we got 3 copies of Digivolution Plugin S from EX2. 2 play cost. While you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main, draw 1 card from your deck. Then you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand that can Digivolve for a Digivolution cost of 3 or less without paying the Digivolution cost. Security, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, then add this card to your hand. So yeah, this one allows us to search if it's in the security stack, which is great, and then we still get to add it into our hand. We get to draw 1, and then we can Digivolve for 1 less, because it'd be 3 or less, so it'd go from, so you would pay 2 to get that 3 or less. And to draw, actually, an extra card, because this one would allow us to draw 1, and the Digivolution would also let us draw 1. So yeah, gets us a little more speed into the deck. Next up, we got 2 copies of High Speed Plugin D. This also from EX2. 2 play cost. While you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main, for the turn, one of your Digimon gains jamming and can't be blocked by your opponent's Digimon. Inherited effect, security, draw 1 card, then add this card to your hand. So again, getting some more resources if it's in the security stack. Having jamming, great. Not being able to be blocked, even better. So they can't block us. We can go straight for their security stack. So like those Marcus Daemons, we give them an extra security. They could go in there. They've now got jamming, so they're not going to get deleted. It helps them stay out a little longer. Totally worthwhile. Then a must for me personally is we got Yellow Memory Boost. 2 copies. Promo number 37. 3 play cost. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then place this card in the battle area. Main delay. Gain 2 memory. Security, play this card in the owner's battle area. Going over this one a little quick because we've seen this so many times on the channel at this point that it's like, And I really feel that cards like this are a staple. And this is a generic searcher. So we don't get to pull 2 cards, but we can pull any yellow Digimon out from the deck. And the deck is entirely yellow Digimon. So as long as we get a yellow Digimon in the top 4 cards, we're good to pull. Then we got 1 copy of Defense Plugin C from BT10. 5 play cost. While you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements, which is great because I did mention about the green one, but neither of these would be able to be used unless we have a Tamer out because they don't match the colors. Main, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker and can't be deleted by your opponent's effects. Security, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Digimon card with a play cost of 4 or less among them without paying the cost. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, then add this card to your hand. So again, lets you search, put out Digimon, put this card into your hand. All great effects. Only one because it is a little expensive, and because blockers, good. We got 2 cards to give blocker. So instead of having blockers, we got some things to give us, which I think works out. And then moving into some option cards that are for Agumon, other than the yellow memory boost, because that did show Agumon on it. We got Shining Blast from BT12, 5 play cost. Main, you may play 1 Marcus Damon from your hand without paying the cost. Then, for each of your yellow and or red tamers you have in play, 3 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. Security, activate this card's main effect. So endgame, this is going to be pretty good, because if we get all 6 of the tamers out, unlikely, but if, that's minus 12,000 DP for 3 of the opponent's Digimon. Even if we've only got 3 out, that becomes 6,000 DP that we get to minus from 3 Digimon, which is great. So yeah, that's kind of why I like this one. It's a good option to have. The final card we got is Sunrise Buster. Also, this one is from BT9, so a little earlier. 5 play cost, main. You may play 1 yellow or red tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn for each yellow and or red tamer you have in play. So this one is a little for like a singular rather than this one, which is like just trying to power down the entire board. So yeah, we can get 9,000 with 3, but it's only for 1 versus the 6,000 for 3 on 3 of the opponent's Digimon. Just a little more options to play with there. But with that, that is the Agumon / Renamon deck that I built. Again, initially it was Renamon and Patamon, I believe, originally. I just was not going to play with Patamon because I do not like Patamon that much. But let me know what you guys think of this deck down below. How would you improve this deck? Or even better yet, here's a better question for you. What 2 Digimon deck would you like to build? Like, which ones would you like? I'd like to hear that down below. Before we end the video, as always, we gotta open up some cards. And I do have a pack of EX5, so that kind of goes on brand with some of the stuff. Because Renamon's from the EXs. Let's see if we can pull any Renamon things. We got Ankylamon, Repamon, Vicaralamon, Elecmon, a different Syakomon, not the big one. I always get that one and Renamon's Mega's names like confused. Goodnight Moon, Makuramon, Holy Beast's Great Cardinal Position, Moonmon, Octomon, Loader Leomon, 7 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from green or yellow, 7,000 DP, is dual color yellow-green. Digivolve from level 4 with Leomon its name for a cost of 3. Has Fortitude. When this Digimon with Digivolution cards is deleted, play this card without paying the cost. On player, when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP until end of turn. Opponent's turn. Inherited effect. Opponent's turn. While the Digimon has Leomon in its name, it gains blocker. Again, Leomon, I want it to be good. I think we're getting there. Unlike Myotismon, which is just still garbage. I think you could make something. I'm seeing some real shine up there, so maybe we got a super rare. We got Metal Edamon as a super rare. Very cool. I do like this card with the Warzumonzemon in the background. I don't remember. It's been a while since we've gone over this. We might not have picked this one up. 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from yellow or black. 12,000 DP, is dual color black-yellow. Digivolve from level 5 with Edamon or Sukamon, its name for a cost of 3. On player when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's play cost 3 or lower Digimon or Tamers for each card with Edamon or Sukumon in its name in your trash. Add 1 to the maximum play cost this effect can choose. Opponent's turn, once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, by placing 1 card with Edamon or Sukumon in its name from your hand on top of your security stack, you may switch the target of the attack to this Digimon or the player. That's interesting. So you can... Oh! I think I understand that. So you could put an Edamon or Sukumon, like if they're attacking your big guy, you could place like something with like 14, like a big guy on top of your security stack in your hand that you weren't going to use at that moment, and then it would be switched to you, which would then take the security stack, so it would pull it off the security stack, and you would have a guaranteed kind of deletion effect there. That is very neat and interesting. I like that. I also really like this artwork. I'm going to have to check before our next video to see if we pulled this one before, because I don't remember him. Anyways, we've gone on for quite a while. There you go. There's the deck. Let me know what 2 Digimon you would like to see a deck built of. Leave it in the comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel. We upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.